on the internet. We're live on the internet. Okay, cool. All right, letting people in. Ugh, this is so nice. People actually showed up. Hearts.
Whoa, is that Higante?
We're gonna... Let me see if I can I not fucking spotlight? Oh, not anymore. Okay.
All right, I'm being consented to being recorded.
How's it going in the shed right now, dude?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. No, I'm talking to Darren, who's clearly in a shed.
I can't see anyone else. I don't.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm helping. I'm in the shed.
Yeah.
I cannot say what I'm doing currently or where I am, but I'm definitely somewhere that I can't say.
I love that.
And it's
That's
hot
not
as
good
shit.
news.
It
Nothing
is.
good happens in undisclosed locations.
That's fair. It is absolutely hot as shit in the shed. But I wanted to jump in and say hello, Adriana.
Hello, Ruben.
I have to go dance around in a big monkey costume now. But I wanted to. Do you want to see the head?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Wait, are you the Giants mascot?
Is that an animal of some sort?
It's a monkey. I'm the San Jose Giants mascot.
I
I
thought
mean,
you
I'm
weren't allowed to
the
say that.
Giants mascot. Okay.
I'm the mascot coordinator. I help him get dressed and help him get ready and all that stuff.
That's very cool.
Okay.
I
That's amazing.
auditioned to be my high school football team's mascot, and I did not.
Do you want me to give them a call? Maybe they can. I can pull some
Did you
strings.
just say "fuck you" for picking a junior over me, a senior?
Oh my God,
I felt like
fuck
that
that.
was a little bit like you give it to the senior, right? Is that just me?
Yeah, they want to
That's
have
your
fun.
last chance.
I know. It was bullshit. I think the costume fitted me better too. He was short. The guy who got it was short and a junior. Did I mention that?
That
That
sounds fucked.
motherfucker.
I thought his
I have-
audition sucked too. It's
I
still
have to go now, but have fun, Adriana, and everyone
Okay.
else.
I
Have
will.
fun
Bye,
at
Ruben.
ladies'
We
night.
love you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay. In that case, is
Natasha,
oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was going to say Natasha had me alarmed until she finished the word junior.
Oh.
Because of anti-Semitism.
oh, Jew. Okay, no. He was not.
Natasha Vinik, any response?
It's a hard time over there. Let's not discuss it further.
Okay. All right. Are we ready to get started?
Woo!
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to. All right, we're live. We're ready. I'm going to spotlight myself. All right, my name is Adriana McCain, and just because I watch Mare of Easttown doesn't mean I'm a horse girl. Welcome to Okay So Like.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is so sad. Okay, earrings are doing a weird thing. I'm kind of sad. This is gonna be our last online show. I've been like vague about it because I live for the drama. But I would love to take Okay So Like into the real world, and one of the reasons that I'm ending this is because real world shows are coming back. So, if you liked this, keep your eyeballs peeled. But in the meantime, we're not dead yet. This is the funeral, but we're all gonna be dead at the end of it. This is going great. I am so happy to have all of these people here, and I'm more excited to bring the people that I have on this lineup to you all, because these are no cap some of like my most favorite people I've had on the show, which is why I wanted them back. So surprise, you just got told, everybody. But you know what? It's I think it's time for us to check out and see one last time what's been in the news. Are we ready for that? God, I fucking hope so. Let's go! And I've finally learned how to just go into it. Ugh. Proud. Okay. Facebook has announced they will keep Donald Trump's Facebook account banned for an additional 2 years, but not for the reason you think. NASA has announced they will be making serious efforts to further study unidentified flying objects, which is funny because I don't remember NASA making serious efforts to further our relationship. So let me just go ahead and fix that. Thank you. I'm fine. Governor Gavin Newsom has announced that Californians can continue to purchase cocktails to go after the state reopens on June 15th. And I love that this, yes, it's fantastic. I love that this rule gets to stay out of the goodness of our wonderful governor's part. That's so, I think legally that's supposed to be there. Utah's governor is calling on the state's citizens to pray this weekend in order to combat the current drought. I for one think this is beyond idiotic, because it was severely overcorrected the last time.
No.
Yeah.
So dumb. A recent study has shown that puppies are born ready to interact with people. In related news, area woman no longer has depression. Approximately 3,000 elegant tern eggs were abandoned after a drone crashed and scared off the nesting birds. The bad news is this will have a substantially negative impact on the tern's population numbers. The good news? Free eggs.
Oh.
And that's what's been in the news, everybody. Yay!
Yay.
Good job.
Thank you. God, I just needed validation. Show's over. I did it. I got what I needed. Guys, it's great to have you all here. It's even better because no stinky boys are allowed on this lineup tonight. And I only say that because Ruben's not here and he can't stop me from saying it. I'm not going to jerk myself off for having no dudes on a lineup, though, because I don't think anybody wants to see that. But what you do want to see instead, great transition for our next comic. Sorry about that. Your first comedian is a very funny lady who is Santa Cruz / LA, just really a citizen of the world based. And based she is. Everybody please put your hands together for one, Natasha Collier.
Hello. Do you guys like my screen background? It makes me look like I'm in my car in a parking lot in LA instead of on the beaches of Monaco, which is where I really am. I bet I fooled you there, didn't I? Hi, I'm Natasha. So I'll just get right into it. We're getting back to normal. I think, like, I don't know what normal is anymore. I do know that I miss traveling a lot. Like, the last place I traveled before this whole thing happened, I went to Amsterdam. Went there with my best friend. And has anyone been to Amsterdam here? Anyone smoke weed? All right. It's whack shit. Okay. Like I went to this club where in the middle of the club there was just a bowl, and in that bowl was just a lot of pills, and you could take whatever pills you wanted and just go. This is what my night is gonna be like. And then just it was in God's hands at that point. And then I as soon as I landed, I was talking to the bartender at the airport bar where I wanted to have a drink, and I told her I was American, and she was like, "Oh, you know what you should do while you're in Amsterdam? You should get a male prostitute." And I was just like, "What? Men? are free. Did you know that? They are complimentary, unlimited. They're like powdered donuts at the Holiday Inn. Okay, you can have as many as you want, and they should be paying us, quite frankly. I live with my parents, hence the car in the parking lot. It's going great. It's we're bonding. It's cool. I have a white dad and a Vietnamese mom. All right, it's a tale as old as time. We all know. And sometimes when people hear that they have really weird things to say. Like one person said, "Oh, your mom's from Vietnam. My grandpa fought in Vietnam."
Right.
And I was like, mine too. It was a different situation, but I'm glad we got that in common. I had one person ask me, they were like, "Oh, was your dad like a soldier?"
Oof.
Which is just a really nice way of asking, "Was your mom a hooker?" And she wasn't, okay? She fucked that guy for free, as far as I know. And I think that's worse. It's like, what's your game here? But I'm living with them. They're old parents. They had me quite old, and now that just means I get to watch a white man and an Asian woman age side by side. Which I don't know if you guys ever did that science experiment as kids, where you gave one plant water and then another one Pepsi, and then you just see what happens. I'll tell you what, the bonsai tree wins every time. Okay, it's impeccable. My dad's not a soldier. I don't know, like, he's a conspiracy theorist. Okay, like he's the farthest thing from a soldier. Like he's not like one of those new age conspiracy theories. There's like Tom Hanks is eating children. Like that's cool. I can get behind that 100%. That's fun. No, he's an old school conspiracy theorist, and he's been one his and my whole life. All right. And you know, when you're a kid, you don't like realize certain things about your parents. It's like all normal to you. So like I didn't know these were conspiracy theories. I thought everyone was getting these fucking rad bedtime stories, you know? And it's a lot. It's a lot to take to third grade. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember, there was always that kid on the playground that was going around going like, "Hey, did you hear the tooth fairy isn't real? Did you hear that? Huh? It's just your parents." And I'd be behind that kid being like, "You think that's crazy? Planes are making us gay, okay? So we got Bradley, we got real shit to deal with." It has been a big year. I got COVID this year, unfortunately. I got it a few months ago, okay? And I noticed that the way that people treat you when you get COVID has changed over the course of the pandemic. Like, I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning when it first came out and someone got COVID, you'd make like a Facebook status about it and be like, "I got COVID," and then everyone would be like, comment like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you gonna die? Can you breathe well? How's your sense of smell? Are you all right?" Like and then I get COVID like a few months ago, and by that point, people were like, "What did you do? Did you?" You know, it goes over the nose, right? This is your fault. My grandpa died this year also, unfortunately. Not from COVID though, so nobody gives a shit. But he died because he was 100 years old. Okay, he was 100 years. That's too many years old. Okay, like that's your cause of death right there. All right, like no one asks how you died when you were 100 years old. He was done. I don't have much else to say about that. I ate pussy for the first time recently. Yeah, thank you. I'm a hero. You know, we all got into different hobbies over quarantine, right? Picked up new hobbies, and I don't like sourdough, so I ate pussy because I wanted to try it, okay? Because like I know like 23. It's kind of late to get in the game, but I was like, I gotta know, you know? Like I spent most of my life thinking I didn't like mustard, and then I tried it, loved it, can't get enough of it. Okay, and so it's like we're gonna do it, and then I did it, and I gotta say it was hyped up a little bit too much for me. Like it's just my opinion. Like straight men, you guys are doing the most for pussy. I expected way more. I know somebody, a straight male friend of mine, who met up with a girl off the internet using just GPS coordinates and nothing else. Like I don't know anything that much. And lesbians, you're hyping it up too much in your slam poetry. Okay, but the pussy is like a flower. One more time, I'm going to fucking lose it. Okay, a flower. I put flowers on my windowsill. Okay, if I came home one day and all of my flowers all of a sudden looked like a bunch of vaginas, I'd be like, what the fuck happened to my flowers? Why are they all dead? What happened? gotta get new flowers. I just say I do have a new respect for straight men after going down on a girl. Like, because ladies, we give men so much shit for not knowing what they're doing. It seemed way easier when I was the one not doing any work, you know? I was just like, I don't like, it was a lot. And the verdict is that it was nice. Like it was nice. And that's how I know I don't like pussy. Because like nice, I've seen what people do for pussy, and nice just isn't gonna cut it. Like like it's like to me, pussy is like a fortune cookie. It's like I would never order one on its own, all right? But if it comes with the meal, sure, I'll take a bite. You know, it's there. So I work with kids. I am a nanny, and it's I like being a nanny. Kids are really smart. I was watching The Little Mermaid with the two kids that I nannied the other day, and the girl, the older one, if you know the story of Little Mermaid, we finally get to the point where she trades her voice for legs. She can go on land and find her true love. And that's when the older one, the girl, turned to me and she was like, why didn't she just use a wheelchair? I had to explain to her. I was like, well, it's because princes don't like girls in wheelchairs. That is, hey, I don't like it. All right, but that's the answer. We all saw the Oprah interview. You think they're gonna be cool with wheelchair? You can't just. He's gotta know. He's gotta know. You can't hide it. You can't just like roll up to the castle like here, just like throw a blanket over it like FDR and just be like, I'm here. The prince. And I don't care how good you are at head, you are never gonna make up for no pussy. Like you can't just have one hole. You know what I'm saying? Men like options. You can just be like, what's for dinner tonight? Sushi again? Like, nah.
Oh my God.
All right, I think that is my time. On that note, I've been Natasha Collier.
Yay!
Bye.
Everybody give it up for Natasha.
Yeah.
Yay! That was great. Natasha, you are wonderful. Thank you so much. You're probably the person I've had on the most, so thank you for being on as often as you have.
Yeah.
I just know that you like being on, so I'm like, yeah, let's throw in Natasha. Folks, we're just gonna keep going. I believe we've got another comic, if you can believe it. This comedian here is very funny and is trying to time her set oh so delicately, and so let's not fuck it up any harder for her. Everybody please put your hands together for Sureni Weerasekara. Yay!
You know, when I said something came up, it was some vomit. I don't know. I'm not doing too good.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but the show must go on. But also, I'm with family. They're probably putting their ear up against the bathroom door right now, and I might say some things about them.
Oh
I don't know. This is gonna be a hectic set. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll take questions now. You have any questions about the circumstances? That we're
Yes,
in?
please. Let's just go for it. Let me throw my let me just
I think it was a
throw my-
banana. That's probably your first question. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
hey-
sure it was a banana.
You pretty sure it was a banana?
Yeah, it's like this special Asian banana, you know? And I'm in town because my brother just got married.
Congratulations.
And I had to wear, thank you. I had to wear a sari. Here's a joke, maybe. I had to wear a sari, right? And it's like, hold on. Okay, hold on. What if I just puked and came back?
Oh, that
I
would
had to wear a
roll.
sari, right? And I'm so out of touch with my culture that every time I wear a sari, it feels like I'm culturally appropriating my own culture. That's how far removed I am, you know? And it's like, this is the other thing is I feel like I don't know a lot about my culture because sometimes when your parents are abusive, you know, you tend to block out anything, you know, associated with it, right?
Sure.
You know what I mean? The best way I can, you know, even the good part, like you block out everything, right? As like a coping mechanism. It's kind of like, the best example I can give is like when you get really fucked up on tequila and then you swear off Mexican people. You know what? I'm getting a delay in the bathroom, and I really thought y'all were so mad at me right now. I thought Sanchez was mad at me in the Oh man. Fucking shit. You know, speaking of Mexicans, that's a transition. My girlfriend's in Mexico, and she's Mexican, so she's back home, I suppose. And I feel like I can talk some smack because she's not here. There's no other way I can say this. I mean, I'm hairy, but she's hairy. You know what I mean? She's just a hairy woman. You know, nothing wrong with that. She's just hairy. You know, like my girlfriend's nipples are so hairy. I sucked your titty in my teeth were floss. Okay, guys. It's pouring out the back of my teeth. You know what I mean? Also, something that was pretty major for me is I came out to my parents this pandemic, and the thing is, you know, it's kind of scary because they're both, you know, traditional Buddhists, you know, so they believe being born gay is a type of suffering brought on by bad karma and a past life. But if finding the love of my life is bad karma, then that's good karma. You know, how do I get more bad karma? You know, how do I hook it up for my next life? You know, I'll kick a baby in the face. I will kick a baby in the face. Okay, maybe next life I'll be born gay with generational wealth. You know, maybe it'll really work out. Maybe it'll really work out. And I came out to my mom, right, and she was like, "Yeah, I knew you were gay. You're a lot of boots. Like, I got it." But the thing that came out of left field, she's like, "You know, there's this thing I've noticed in your generation. A lot of you guys are gay." And I think it has to do with the ozone layer burning, okay? And I was like, hold on, witch. You're telling me that you believe being gay isn't a choice, and you believe in global warming? Like, you've come so far. Like, I will take what I could get. But now she's not recycling because she thinks it's homophobic. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I also don't know if you messed. I don't know. I don't know what my time is. I don't know anything.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
But my tummy's feeling better. I don't know if it's the adrenaline right now of 18, 17 people looking at me, but it's doing right. It's the best medication. You know what? Laughter is the best medication. All right, let me get this plunger so I can go fuck myself real quick. Let me just. Okay, I have 1 minute. 1 minute left. You know, it's kind of crazy. My brother, he's married to a Pakistani woman, and their family. I mean, my brother isn't religious. His wife isn't religious, but our families are, and they're Muslim, right? So neither of our families are stoked about it, right? But I feel like he dated a Muslim so I could be a lesbian. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gone unnoticed. Okay, I think that's been my very special set. Thank you so much.
Yay! Everybody give it up for Maddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, she's not going away. I like accidentally just threw myself in during your set because I just want attention constantly, so I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. I was gonna be like, I didn't know how I was gonna start this set.
And no, it's okay. You were just like, I'll just take questions now. I'm like, and I'm here.
No, I fucked up. That was my bad.
Nah, dude, you're totally chilling.
I'm over here.
Yeah,
with the toilet.
Let me just ask straight up. You doing okay, bud? Are you all right?
I think so. I like, you know, sometimes when you puke, you just feel better. I'm really hoping nobody in this audience is like got an eating disorder, is just triggered I'm so sorry. You know what? But it's my art. I think this is performance art. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a good person. Okay, definitely not saying I'm a good person. I'm just a person. Okay.
You're here. You're with us. We appreciate that. But yeah, you know.
I'm doing fine. I'll lay off the ED material. Okay.
There we go. I'm sure statistically somebody will appreciate it. Sureni, it's awesome to have you on. We've only got about, 5 minutes because I was like, yeah, sure, you could just have a 5-minute set and a 5-minute interview, and unfortunately I fucking talk a lot. So, good luck to us. My question for you is, what color of Dorito is the worst and why?
You know, what is this cold blue shit that they're doing? Not Cool Ranch. I'm talking about wrong chip category, but these Takis or whatever the fuck that are like freezing blue, that's unethical. It's perverse. It's wrong.
Expand on what the fuck is this? I haven't heard of it.
Have you heard? I thought it was like an edited meme at first when I saw like a parody account, but they're like, think of like bubble gum, but like not bubble gum, but like spearmint gum, but on the outside of a chip, like spearmint powder on a chip. It's
so
wrong.
like a menthol Taki?
Yeah, they're actually, you're right, black people love them. They're illegal in most states, but it's the thing. I don't know. Gen Z's wild, man. We'll never live up to that. They're all fucking queer. Yeah, we're just the first level.
We have no choice but to blame the youths for this one because I really don't know where to lay blame. That's insane. I mean, they do say that like minty is like cold spicy, like scientifically, so like it makes sense. But Jesus fucking Christ, that's dark-sided, dude. Ew.
I feel like that's something you'd have to order off the dark web years back,
Yeah.
But now look at us.
Yeah.
We've come so far. There's gonna be freezing cold Dorito dispensaries. You just wait. And I'm gonna catch the wave. I'm gonna invest now. That and Dogecoin, baby.
Yeah, get on the ground floor. You'll be rolling in Dogecoin.
You know what?
In no
Can we
time.
just give a quick shout out to Adriana for constantly yes-anding me when she shouldn't? You know what I mean? Like,
listen,
she's enabling me.
I am just like ticking down the days until I realize that improv is my calling and not stand up. So like let me just continue to exist in denial. For a little bit longer. I'm really happy to have you here. I would love to ask another question of you, which is just hot or not, and I want you to explain why. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hot or not, Uggs.
What was it?
Uggs. Hot or not?
Uggs?
Yes.
Uggs?
Uggs.
Well, it's in the name. Ugh. Oh, God. I mean, they're cool. They seem warm. If I was affluent, I'd probably take them skiing with me. It seems like it's not my demo of product,
Mm-hmm.
But when I get that Ugg money, I'm gonna get Uggs. Like I'm gonna kind of like hate fucking something. I'm gonna hate buy something. Good answer.
That's a great answer. Have you seen like ads for the slides that they have now? I'm gonna have to send you
Gen Z, man. It's Doritos. It's slide on Uggs. It's gonna be hot lime cars. I don't know what's next.
Oh my God. Well, Sureni, it's been phenomenal having you on. I'm so glad that you could take the time. I'm so glad you answered my Facebook message. And You know what? I hope your tum-tum feels better soon, dude.
It's feeling a lot better.
Good.
I think the power of love and community really brought us together. Oh, I also just want to say real quick, thank you for having me, and Gucci. Gucci. I just want to be me, Nancy.
Okay, everybody, give
Thank
it up
you.
one last time for Sureni Weerasekara. Yay! My heart is just filled with love, and my stomach is kind of upset, but out of empathy. And you know, the only cure I think is going to be our next comedian. She's very funny. She's got beautiful hair. You can find her on TikTok, the internet, as well as at a local San Francisco, I think, show. You know, if she's up for it, why not? Please give it up for Natasha Vinik.
Hi, hello. I thought I got broken up with before quarantine. Yeah, boo, right?
Woo!
Yeah, I bet he feels so dumb, okay? Because I'm here talking to 20 people over a computer, okay? And he's just home with his cool dick. And that's fine.
That's cool dick.
It's fine. We're fine with that. The breakup, I told my mom that I thought I was going to try dating women now. My mom is from Peru, and I was like, she's like, why? Why do you want to date women? I'm like, Mom, I think the average man is just worse than the average woman. And she's like, Natasha, I don't care about your statistics. I was like, whoa. What statistics are they doing in Peru? But this person math. It got a little bit intense. I'm questioning my sexuality a lot. I can't really tell what I am. And I feel like for years, everyone's like, there's no way you can just be turned gay, And it's probably true. But I feel like the TikTok algorithm heard that and was like, bet. It is working, okay? There are a lot of hot women on TikTok who are like, why are you straight? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Punish me, please. It's going fine, I guess. Okay, I've been a little bit burned by men. What can I say? I've been a little bit burned by men. I have really close girlfriends though who are in like very good relationships supposedly, And I'm like, is this real though? And they're like, oh yeah, our dudes are like emotionally intelligent and do emotional labor and are empathetic. And for the first time in my life, I suddenly don't believe women. You know what I mean? I'm like, what was he wearing? So I'm throwing my friendships in the garbage and I'm single. We're good. We're good. My therapist recently told me I should stop manically dating. And I was like, is that a diagnosis? She's like, no. And I'm like, play on. So I'm still out here, but the more I think about it, like, she must care about me a lot, because if I stop continually dating men, how does my therapist continue to make an income? You know what I mean? Big Tinder and big therapist are a closed loop circle, all right? It is a brilliant financial model, and I am here for it. Recently, she told me that I need to start dating men who are in therapy. And it's just like, if you need more clients, like, I can find you more women, I don't need to be hustling on Tinder for your next dude, bro, I am on Tinder, obviously. I find that some men on Tinder, not the men here, because you're all the good men, okay? The bad men over there, the bad ones, they seem to post photos of themselves from like 10 years ago. And I don't like being tricked, okay? So I've been asking men to send me a photo of themselves with a recent newspaper. It is nice to see a man being emotionally held hostage for once. Oh, good. Plus, I respect a man who still gets the newspaper. That's a man who is loyal to something even when it's way past its prime. Okay. long as it comes every morning. Leaves your hands a little sticky. All right, we're having fun here. We're having fun here. I was doing the online dating, and a lot of people are like, wow, is Zoom dating so bad? Zoom dating must be so bad. And I'm like, have you tried dating? Just as bad. And I was Zoom dating this fella, and like obviously you only see each other from kind of here to here over in Zoom dating. Obviously he knows what my whole body looks like, so we have the Pokemon cards, the dating apps. They're all Pokemon cards of each other. We're just all Pokemon. And men are like, gotta catch them all, and women are like, we just want the holographic ones. Boys are like, we're here to play, and women are like, we're just collecting. So I was on the dating app, and I was dating this man, and I walked away from the camera so you could see my whole body, and he was like, whoa, you're really small. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty small. And he was like, I could fit you in a carry-on suitcase. And I was like, yeah, I guess you could. And he's like, I'm so sorry, that sounded so fucked up. That sounded like I want to chop your body into pieces and put it into a carry-on suitcase. And I was like, oh, that's real fucked up. But in my head, I was like, oh my God, he wants to travel with me. He wants to make me his baggage. Anyway, that's my set. I've been Natasha.
Yay! Everybody give it up for Natasha. Oh my gosh, Natasha, it's so wonderful to have you on. Queen, ADHD queen, represent.
Thank you. It's not easy.
It's not, but you know what? You rule so benevolently, and your subjects adore you.
Thank you.
Natasha, I would like to know, who do you think is cute?
That's the end of the question? It's not multiple choice?
Who do you think is cute?
Who do I think is cute?
Yeah.
Okay, I've had a crush on, we'll do it from the Muppets, who's in the lab all the time, and he's always really stressed out.
Is it Beaker?
Yeah, him. He's real cute. Like so cute.
What draws you to Beaker from the Muppets of all people?
There's a level of stress that is so utterly relatable. I'm like, yeah.
Like, oh my God, we have so much in common.
Yeah.
I'm also constantly worried about flasks blowing up.
Like anything could set on fire any second. He didn't mean to be in a lab, and it's like, I don't mean to be here, but here we are. Like, I get it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I did not expect that answer, but honestly, no, because it was better than anything I could have expected.
Oh, that's very generous.
Thank you. No, I mean, like, usually it's like, I've asked this question before, and somebody was like, oh, like, do you mean somebody in the comedy community? I'm like, we'll save that for after the show. So I'm glad you took that in like a completely different direction. Very well.
I just like really like felt him like, who is cute? And immediately was like, oh yeah, that little poor stressed out man.
I mean, are you a big Muppets fan, or are you a
I like identify as Muppet. I feel like a Muppet the majority of the time. So like that is, if I was a Muppet, that would be the exact kind of man I'd go for, He's like real anxious, real nerdy, doesn't know what he's doing here, and I'm like, I don't know what you're doing here either. Let's go see what happens,
I completely feel it. I don't know necessarily if I agree, just because I'm very stressed out all the time. Yeah. So I know that, like, two wrongs don't make a right. Two panic attacks don't make a Zoloft.
That's very true. But I feel like being around Beaker, he'd be so stressed, and he shouldn't be, So you're really chill in comparison. It feels good.
Yeah, dating Beaker, I think, would be like you just look at him and you're like, I have my shit together.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't before now, but I really do.
But
I really do.
I see you, and something's going on with you. And that's nice on me.
Something's happening here, and by comparison, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, and I think that's why my therapist wants me to date guys who are already in therapy.
Honestly, I have yet to meet a single man, present company included, that doesn't need to go to therapy. And if you're in therapy, increase it.
Yes.
Just because society fucks you up and teaches you things that are bad. Yeah. So just,
Yeah.
you know, if you need to learn anything from this comedy program, because that's what comedy is now, is
Program.
lecturing. Everybody loved Nanette, so like, let's be honest.
That's very good.
It's you know, go to therapy. It's very, very good. Natasha, I simply must ask you, hot or not? Are you ready?
I thought this was gonna be an open-ended one too.
No. Just like, what's hot or not? What is hot? What is not? Hot or not? Tamagotchis.
Oh, hot.
Hot? Okay. Debate.
It's simple.
You
It's
know.
just 3 buttons. That's
Three-
hot.
That's the appeal of Tamagotchis to you, is that there are only 3 buttons.
I just appreciate something simple.
I mean, you do have to keep like an item alive.
Yeah, that's not hot actually. That part's not hot.
Okay, so now you're switching.
I switched. Not hot. You made me think of the consequences of owning one.
Did you ever have a Tamagotchi as a kid?
I had 7.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I had
gosh.
so many. I had like different brands. I had ones that would battle each other when you connected them,
Uh-huh.
and I had one that threw poop at the other. That was its attack, and I'm like, that's a good attack.
That's
a
a great
sustainable model, you know?
Holy cow, yeah. Like I would hope that you'd be able to like increase or like level up your attacks. And so like instead of like a little poop bomb, then you get like a poop gun, and then you get a poop bazooka.
I'd love that. I'd love
That
that.
would be incredible. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should bring that back.
I completely agree. I think that like nostalgia is such a selling point for so many people that like that I think you could easily market that and make like a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. I don't like it when they do nostalgia different though. Like
Mhm.
I recently found out about 3D Doritos coming back, and I just tried them today, and they are not the same. They are different, and I feel tricked. They should say different 3D Doritos, not 3D Doritos.
3D Dorito, the next generation.
Yeah. Don't pretend it's still Degrassi. It's not. It's TNG, okay?
Yeah, different cast. All right, you've got
Yeah.
Picard in this one now.
Yeah.
Natasha, I genuinely could just keep talking to you, and you know, but I sadly cannot technically, because there are
Super
other
happy.
people that I have to talk to.
They're very enjoyable people. It's worth it.
They're wonderful people, and you're one of
Mhm.
these wonderful people, and I'm so glad that you agreed to do the show again. And so this has been fantastic. Everybody, Natasha's on TikTok. It's very good. I love her TikToks very much. And as somebody who's over 25, me having a favorite like TikToker is like kind of problematic, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it for Natasha.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, give it up one more time for Natasha Vinik.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Guys, we're doing great. I would argue that we're doing fantastic. The margarita that I have been drinking is kicking in. So we're just going to keep going. All right? We're having a good old time. And actually, we're in the halfway point, which means that one last time, I have to ask for your coins. This is a free show against my better judgment. And subsequently, I would love it if you could help me help comedians by giving them money. Because I have money, but I want more money to give to these wonderful people who have taken their time on their busy Fridays when they could have been doing, I don't know, literally anything else. The world is opening back up. Didn't you hear the pandemic? She's over now. Congratulations. I still thought people were dying, but you know what? Go off, Queen. Let's go. June 15th. Are we ready? I'm ready. It's gonna be fine, guys. I'm fine. I'm not afraid of outside at all. What the hell was I talking about again? Oh yeah, money. Would love some. You can. I'm gonna put the Venmo in the chat. Clearly that Venmo is, clearly that margarita is a little stronger than I had intended. Because I'm having a weed level panic attack now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've appreciated the hell out of it. Again, I'm gonna drop the Venmo for the show, aka my Venmo, which I will pass on to the comedians because they are so funny and so wonderful, and I love every single one of them with all of my heart, which is really intense because we don't know each other that well. Feelings, man. Anywho, let's move on to the next comedian, shall we? Let's. Y'all, this comedian is very wonderful, and we were talking about how hot Scott Aukerman was earlier. Please put your hands together for one singular Molly Sanchez.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hi.
Yay.
Yay. Hi, everybody. Wow. Okay, first order of business. Unmute your mics. Alex Torres, I appreciate the clap emoji. Not enough for me. I need those lulls, baby girls. Mute, unmute, unmute, unmute. I don't care. Yes, keep going. Heather Rosenberg, Whitney Alter, go. Young Jers, Shiana, Alyssa Wilson, Brandon Salisbury. Let's unmute, babes. Let's go. Come on. Oh, okay. I can't boss around strangers, I guess. But thank you to all the babes that unmuted. You the real ones. Wow. So thanks so much for having me, Adriana. I love this damn show. This is my favorite virtual show, probably. But I thought probably since the Pandulce is about to end, like this very well. Yeah, I think this might be my last Zoom show. So I was thinking, I better make this set something you can only do on Zoom. So anyway, I don't know if you guys could hear that. I flushed the toilet, but this mic is very small. But that was a joke. Pretend. No, I'll tell you what. When I wrote that joke this morning, I was like, for sure, no other comedian is gonna do their set from the bathroom. I was wrong. I was so wrong. And one thing, I've seen dude comedians ditch out on a show because the vibe was off, but Sureni had her head in the toilet. She was actively vomiting, and she still did a tight ass 5. Give it up for women, you guys. Come on. Yes. Oh my gosh. So I figured that since, we're all on Zoom, this is my last Zoom show, I might just take you around my apartment. Because what does Bo Burnham have that I don't have, except for 14,000 times the follow through? So let's take a room. There's a chance my Wi-Fi will cut out when I do this bit, but it could be really funny. Okay, here's my refrigerator. Oh my God, I bet the light in here is nice. I bet this is such good lighting. Let's see, hold on, I'll be right back. Can you guys check on my condiments real quick? Hold on. Okay, anyway, oh, what? This is not a bit. I did break another computer this way earlier this year. Hold on one sec. Okay, saved it. But if you don't laugh now, I swear to God, if I broke a MacBook trying to be stupid for you and you don't laugh, I swear to God, I will kill all of you. Okay, I think it's good. I'm gonna take the keyboard cover off real quick. It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Okay, we're totally fine. We're back. Okay, sorry. Where was I going with this? Okay, actually, might as well. Before I was on the floor of my kitchen yelling at strangers, I had kind of an interesting quar. I ended a 6-year-long relationship. Yeah, that was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was rough. In the early days of the breakup, it sort of felt like this Shawshank Redemption, because on good days I'd be like, wow, I really crawled my way through a river of shit and I came out free on the other side. And on the bad days, I felt like that guy that hung himself because he missed his prison buddies. Anyway, but now, honestly, it's been almost a year. It's been a year since the breakup. And I gotta say, when I look back on that relationship, it does still feel like Shawshank, you know. I liked it. I remember liking it. Kind of long. Didn't really care for the anal sex parts, but I played it. I have to get up. This floor is disgusting. Oh boy, what a ride. What a ride. Imagine going to the Apple store and being like, listen, my computer is broken, but in my defense, I had to do a comedy bit. I really hope it doesn't come to that. Let's see, where else can we go? So I did then date. Ooh, this will be sexy here. Let's go to my bed.
Ooh.
Hello. So I did actually then start dating, try to date in the pandemic, and I did, you know, I did Hinge. I did, thank you. I did all the different apps, and eventually I actually ended up falling in love with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, just kidding. It was with the white man, but thank you. I got the minute light, so I'm actually not going to do any more of that joke. I'm going to end in my closet. And here's what's interesting. I notice a lot of people, I'll leave the door open, give them a show. I hear a lot of people are talking about like,
Oh my God.
they feel bad because they're like going back into the world like with their like quarantine bodies. And I don't know about y'all, but I am the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. And I feel fucking fabulous. I feel just amazing. Let's look.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, my computer smells like whiskey, but come on now. No, I feel really good. And I feel good because I have like, I got some major accomplishments done. Number one, I figured out which 2 Taylor Swift songs you can seamlessly integrate into a sex playlist. Yeah. I'll tell you, they're not the ones you think. And then 2, I finally, now that I've gained some weight, I finally have the cup size that I bragged about having in a Harry Potter chat room when I was 8 years old. So Asio that dick, kids. I'm ready to go. I used to have a beer belly. I have a whole beer body now, and it's Miller time, family. I've been Molly Sanchez. Thank you.
Everybody give it up for Molly. Oh my God. Dude, first off, we're like low-key matching a little bit. We've got
Look
the
at us.
black. Okay. All right. Okay. We've got goofy earrings. We've got fun eyeshadow. We've got the black dress.
Yes.
You haven't seen us both in the same room at the same time, so.
No, you're a pandemic friend. Like, I really like you so much, and I've only ever seen you in my computer. It's like a total throwback to like middle school and chat rooms.
Listen, I also really like you a lot, so I just want to get that like out there, present that to you. The feeling is mutual.
Okay, great.
Because I feel like I always come on very strong with literally I'm going to say any person that I meet.
Me too.
Yeah, because I have no filter, and it turns out that people don't actually like that. So it's wonderful. So it's wonderful to meet somebody who does, and I'm like, oh, Molly's so cool.
I got you. I can out effuse anybody. And it's so funny because my friend is like my best friend, who's my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
She loves hard, but she's very like her love language is like razzing people and teasing people. And that's very much not my style. I'm like, I love you all the time. I love you. You're my moon and my stars. And like case in point, it was her birthday recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I was drinking and I was just verklempt with like love for her. And I like went up to her and I'm like, hey, listen, I just want you to know, like, I don't believe in like men being everything to everybody. So I'm fairly certain that like you're one of the loves of my life. And she goes, good, because I'm going to fuck your dad. Such a bitch. I hate her so much.
Oh my God, that's so funny. But like, I'm a blend. I would say I'm a blend of like both. It's like, if I really like you, I will give you shit constantly, but only if you're like into like that. Cause I'm my like fear is like, oh, I'll like talk some shit at somebody,
Mhm.
and then they'll actually get incredibly upset. I'm like,
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm worried about.
yeah, so that's why I like counterbalance like being deeply in love with every person that I meet with like also the kind of like the being like and you're stupid. Although
I love that.
one of my roommates who is from Boston, so it is her love language, we'll just call each other stupid whores, and it's really nice.
I do
really
like
good.
that. I could get down with that.
Yeah. Molly, I would love to know what is your childhood irrational fear?
This is so stupid. I don't know where I got this fear, but I woke up one day and I've never been like diagnosed with anxiety, but I like feel it in my body and I've always like felt it my whole life. So I wonder if there's something there. But when I was a little kid, I woke up one day and I'm like, you know what's very likely to happen? I'm going to be in the bathroom one day. My bathroom is going to break apart from the rest of my house. It's gonna go whirling Wizard of Oz style and deposit in some barren wasteland with just me and the bathroom. And so I started hiding things in the bathroom, like hiding supplies in the bathroom. And one day my mom opened up the cabinet in the bathroom and she's like, what the hell are all these matches and granola bars and glow sticks? I'm like, Mom, you're going to laugh now, but if disaster strikes, which it will, I'm going to be prepared. I'm not, this is 100% not a bit. It was a fear my brain made up. But I was also kind of excited by it. I was like, but I will be ready. Trust, I got the supplies.
Let me just say, much like Natasha thinking that Beaker is cute, that's better than anything you could have expected.
Thank you.
Because I was gonna say my irrational fear as a child was just automatic toilets, but this is so much more intricate.
Oh, you thought they were gonna like suck your butt down?
Yes, I thought I was gonna get eaten by the magic potty, as I called it.
I think that makes perfect sense to be afraid of.
Well, I remember being like a small child in the movie theaters specifically, can't remember the film, and just like all of a sudden like the toilet flushing and I got very freaked out by it. And so literally until I was in middle school, if it was an automatic toilet, I wouldn't use it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's bad.
Wow.
I'm
No, I
better
think
now.
that makes sense. No, I think that makes perfect sense.
Because the magic potty was going to eat me.
It's dumb that we're just sticking our butts on random gaping holes anyway.
Yeah, instead of just dookie right there, right then, like a horse, you know?
Come
like,
on, do it like a horse.
Do it
I
like
always
a horse. Just stand up and just let it happen. I don't know what you're doing.
Come on.
Molly, we're running a little long, but it's again,
Oh,
it's very
sorry.
difficult because every single person here is somebody I want to talk to for literally hours, and I could. I talk a lot. So I have
love
to
it.
ask you, hot or not,
Yes.
the music of Doja Cat.
So hot. Oh my god, I love Doja Cat.
Yeah?
I love Go to Town. I watch that music video like once a day. It is so hot. I don't like the part in that song where she's like, this shit medical, because I think that's weird to say about your vagina. But yeah, I love that song and I feel like fucking something. I say that all the time. So yeah, Doja Cat hot.
Doja Cat
Super
hot.
hot.
Wonderful.
But
Everybody
sometimes
please...
I confuse her with Dua Lipa. Sometimes.
See,
But
when I
know
wrote
for
that,
sure that I know you're talking about Doja Cat.
listen though, when I wrote that, I was thinking, do I put Dua Lipa or do I put Doja Cat? And I decided to do Doja Cat. But
You
Dua
gotta do
Lipa
Doja.
is also, I have notably, famously, a very big crush on Dua Lipa.
Oh.
She...
Well.
Hmm.
Oh my.
We'll talk after the show. We're running out
Doing
of time.
that.
Just
Okay, I'll go. Thank you for
all
having
right,
me.
everybody, give it up for Molly Sanchez! Yay! I'm so glad I don't have more margarita in me. To drink. There's plenty in me. Y'all, this is so much more fun than I could have expected. I hope all of you are having fun. This is great. I'm just to borrow a phrase from Molly and also the Jewish people, I'm very verklempt right now. It's just ugh, feeling it all over my body and my soul, and for all of you. And so let's give it up to another person who makes me feel exactly that way. Precisely to the minute, every time I talk to her is in fact a joy, which rhymes with boy, which is part of her last name. So everybody please give it up for Maddy Boyer! Yay!
Hello. Do you hear me fine?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So, my name's Maddy. I'm a lady. I have lady problems. One of them is men hugging me. I think hugs are weird, and I think men are weirder. You know, men, when they get to greet other men, they just shake each other's hands. But whenever a woman greets a man, it's, don't give me that handshake. Come here. This is so much less awkward. It's just like total stranger pressing their sweaty, hairy body against me. Yeah, totally. So I started to categorize the kinds of hugs I get. There is does your girlfriend know that you're here? And that's the one where he comes in for a side hug and you hear like heavy breathing in the rafters. You just see a woman with bright red eyes about to spit fire. Then there's how long have I been here? And that's when the man comes in for a hug and like after 60 seconds you're like, are we gonna get married? No. Then oh man, I've already forgotten it. Then there's did he just sniff my hair? And that's when a little part of your hair goes up into his nose while he's trying to suck your soul out through your follicles. Over the pandemic, I had a number of jobs. One of them, I was at an elementary school, and they had me be an elementary school recess teacher. And I always thought the most mentally demanding jobs was like president or president's publicist or president's wife. But no, it's the recess teacher. I was super tired and the kids were playing Simon Says, and I was like, whatever. And I picked a kid and I was like, you be Simon. And you could just see the power that just rose in his eyes. And he gets up to the front of the group and he says, Simon Says, act like Jesus. And he spread out his arms and he laid on the ground in a cross form. And I was like, no. Do not tell your parents what you learned today unless you're Catholic. Go for it. Pay your teachers more money. That's the end of that joke. I have family that live in a Mennonite community. Do you guys know what Mennonites are? All right, pretty cool. For those of you that don't, the Mennonites are like Amish people, but they're hip. They've got all black cars. They're just Jay-Z in pilgrim uniforms. But there was a rule in the community that I wasn't aware of. That was, if you're a woman, there's a certain dress code. You go into the market and you have to wear a poncho, 14 sweaters, and a full suit of armor. You're not allowed to show skin. Nobody told me that. No one told me that. So I went to the store. I'm wearing a sundress, feeling good, feeling confident. And I'm walking down the aisle and I meet eyes with a butcher. But the butcher is 6'5", a woman, and just a linebacker. She's huge. And at the same time, she has her entire arm inside of a dead pig. And I look at her, and she looks at me, and then she looks down at my knees, and then back up at my face and says, "That's disgusting." I was like, "Ma'am, that's disgusting. You've got your entire arm in Porky Pig right now. If I had dinner first, that's disgusting." Little fun fact about me is I have social anxiety disorder. Some days are easier than others. This one time when I was at Staples Print and Copy, I accidentally mooned a lady. So I was sitting in the bathroom, and this bathroom was just unloved and cold and forgotten. And there were two stalls. There was one with a broken lock and one that was decorated in feces. It's like Jackson Pollock, but with excrement. And I was sitting in the toilet and I was just on my phone diddling around, and a woman comes in, and in my brain I'm like, oh God, she's gonna see me sitting on the toilet. How embarrassing. And I hear her walk up to the stall, and I hear her open the stall next to me, and I hear her react to the stall next to me. And then I hear her come over, and I hear she opens the door, and instead of speaking up like a normal person, I stood up from the toilet, turned around, and shot her my entire ass. And she said, "Oh God, I'm sorry," and ran away. And I just stood there, cold and naked. And you know, some bugs get bigger when they're trying to scare away their enemies, and I just show my ass. Doing pretty good. What can I tell you now? Nope. That's it. Thank you.
Everybody give it up for Maddy Boyer! Yay! Hi, friend. How's it going? It's been a while.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah.
A treat, as always, to have you on the program. Your comedy
Thank
makes
you.
me smile. It's great to have you here. So I feel like you would be probably the best person to ask this question. Are you ready?
I'm prepared.
If a choker and a really long necklace got into a fight, who would win?
Joker.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah,
like a
choke
choker
'em out.
or a very long necklace. Who wins in that fight?
Wait, are the inanimate objects fighting each other, or am I fighting with a choker and a long necklace?
The inanimate objects are fighting each other.
That's a tough one. I think, you know what? I switch it. I think it's going to be the long necklace because I think it can wrap itself around and choke it a little more, choke the choker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what do you think? I mean, I would also love to know what you think like a choker would bring to the table if it is that evenly matched.
Probably knives. Had to judge what a person that usually wears a choker would also have, it would probably be knives.
As we all know, every choker was born at Hot Topic, so
The birthplace.
it's where they all spawn from. Maddy, it's great to have you on here. I thought that for whatever reason, I thought that question was going to take a lot more time.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, you seem to be doing well. Your skin looks nice. Your hair
thanks.
looks good. Your makeup looks on point.
Oh,
Everybody
cute.
snaps.
Stop it. Oh.
What TV have you been watching lately?
I am currently waiting for Righteous Gemstones to come back on HBO.
Yes.
You haven't fucking love Righteous Gemstones.
It's so good.
Also really love Barry, also on HBO. Also, actually, the one thing I have been watching is Black Lady Sketch Show. It's a staple for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it.
So what I'm hearing,
Also on HBO.
So what I'm hearing is that that recess teacher position is doing well enough for you that you've got all this HBO to be watching.
No, I stream it illegally.
Oh, there we go. All right, that's fine.
It's like HBO content.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, Warner Media or whatever the fuck that conglomerate is called, they're not missing the money. It's fine. I pay for HBO because I'm stupid, and also I let my mom watch it. I'm also very nice, and I let my mom watch my Hulu, which unfortunately equals that I've seen The Big Bang Theory pop up on my watch history. So what do you think I should do?
I think you should binge watch stand-up comedy and see what she says. See what that does to her algorithm. Just a lot of Bill Burr.
Yeah, just absolutely blow her algorithm out of the water. She'll be like, "Oh, finally, you're doing research for your supposed career. Thank God." About fucking time. Maddy, I would love to know, what are your thoughts on birds?
I like the small ones. I found out recently that I really don't like turkeys.
Expand on this.
I don't like how they sound. I don't like how they act. I don't like when they come up and find shade near my car when I'm just trying to pull out.
That's right.
I feel like they're gonna jump me, and that might be a little racist, and I'm sorry.
I was about to ask, like, what prompted this turkey hatred, but I remember seeing on your Instagram stories that they love you.
I would come out from work and I'd be like, oh, time to go home. And I'd go up to my car and there would just be one turkey coming out. And then there would be like 2 other turkeys popping out. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to get to my car. And then I'm like filming them in case they try something. I get in my car and I'm still filming them and I'm backing out and 3 others just scurry out of the bottom of my car. And I'm just like, there is a parking lot of 40 other cars. What makes my Ford so important?
Look, they just really love American made, you know? Everybody else has a Hyundai. God, that is absolutely, it's haunting, honestly.
It scared the shit out of me. For being real about it, Thanksgiving's gonna be a whole lot different.
Yeah, you're like, I know where this came from. It was in the back. It was in the back of my car, and it commented on how much trash was in there. That's just, yeah, that's just me assuming that you have trash in your car because mine currently looks like a landfill. It's
You'd assume right.
I see
trash and dog slobber.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask you, like I've asked everybody else, so you better get your ass ready. Are you ready, Maddy?
My ass is ready.
Your ass, she ready. Ooh, let's go. Hot or not, Sour Patch Kids?
For me, not.
Okay, expand on this.
First they're sour, then they're sweet. I don't like that. Don't try to change it up on me.
Sounds like gaslighting to me. I've never been gaslit by a gummy candy, and then I bought a thing of Sour Patch watermelon, and now I'm like, I'm not even sure what day it is. So not for you. Are you more of a betwixt the two? Are you a fruity candy gal or a chocolate candy gal?
I'm a chocolate candy gal, but I'm finding out that I have an addiction to processed sugar.
Ooh.
Like a pretty real one, and then I found out also that my addiction to processed sugar is also according to my childhood traumas, according to my therapist.
Oh, no.
And I was like, lady, just let me enjoy muffins. Come on.
Don't ruin a good thing.
Yeah, this is my morning pick-me-up. Come on.
Don't take this away from me. Please. Please, I need this.
Yes, please.
Oh my God. Well, that's a really fun note to end on. Childhood trauma and not getting to eat treats.
Yay!
Let's go. Yeah. Maddy, literally, it's always a treat. Speaking of,
hey, saying this to you, I just want to shout out to you, Adriana. This show was so much for me in this pandemic and the lockdown. You made me so happy, and to honestly, like, coming back to stand up has made me so just nervous and stuff. But like, I think having this show and you through the pandemic has kind of kept me with like this idea that I'm funny enough, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, first of all, there's no funny enough for you. Let's not applaud me. Fuck whatever I care about. No, you are very funny. First of all, there's no enough.
It was you. You helped me get linked that, and I'm really thankful to have funny friends, and you link me up with other funny people, and I'm just really thankful for you.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much. I'm trying to be like better about accepting compliments. Thank you. You're wonderful too. I love you very much. We simply have to stop making out with each other over the internet here, clearly, because we have one last comedian. But until then, let's give it up one more time for Maddy Boyer. Woo! Woo! Thanks for doing the show, Maddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You guys, my heart is about to pop, and that's probably because I eat a lot of fried food and I hate running. But until then, you know what's really fantastic is that we're having all a really good time today. Wow, what did I put in that margarita? I really got to get some water, but before that, I think what's very important is that we put it together for your last comedian of the night, our last comedian of the night. Please. Oh, actually, really quick before we bring her up, can I please shout out Maddy one more time for making my beautiful set? The wonderful illustrator that she is. She also does a lot of she's working on animation stuff, which I find very inspiring and fantastic. Just another shout out. And you know who's also very inspiring and fantastic? Actually, you know what? She's not inspiring. She's that's not true. She's actually kind of like, anytime she says anything nice to me, I'm like, wow, I've really made it here. Yay. Because you know what? She's hella cool and very funny, and she's your final comedian of the night. So, like, let's fucking give it up for one singular FC Sierra. Woo!
Hello there. Oh,
Jesus, sorry.
You know what?
There we go.
Am I muted? Am I not? I don't know. It doesn't
You're
matter.
in.
Hello. How's it going? Oh, what, oh, is that a blender that you're drinking from?
Yes.
High times. That's great. This show is going so well. I want to give it up to the wonderful audience members that have been here, some longer than others, Sienna, but you know, I've just spent much of this time wondering if the beaches are related or if they're just a married couple that hates each other's laughs so much they're in a separate room in the same apartment.
Brother and
Which
sister.
is why I love Zoom shows. I could mute my laughter. Oh my God, this is what I wish childhood was like. So happy to be here. I've been getting, I appreciate every comic that's been on before. I miss laughing at stuff like directly and not cynically. That's so weird, right? You know, you forgot about, like, I don't just laugh at things, I laugh with. That's an interesting thing. And then I appreciated that Maddy made Adriana cry right before the set, so that was great. Yeah, I if you didn't pick up on it, by the way, Jason and Nora, MVPs of the show.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that the entire time. They have been unmuted the entire episode. Haven't heard a murmur. So happy. It's that stoic nod of approval. That's what comedy's really about. It's solemn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, funny. That's what I want. So I'm very happy to be here. If you didn't notice, and my appearance looks a little bit something. I got the she/hers from the intro. That's a nice thing. So if it hasn't been told to you, if you're not one of my Facebook friends, then I recently publicly came out as trans to my professional. Yeah, that's most of what I get. It's congratulations, FC. Oh my God, congratulations, FC. Congrats. It's like, why did I even go to college for 6 years? Why? I could have just nascent boobies. How are these? And then congrats. That's what I have. I appreciate it too. But it's like I'll have the thing where I have to like continually come out to people when I meet them. I go and I see comics at shows if they haven't read the thing or they like unfollowed me a long time ago, so they didn't get that information. They're more of an asshole. But anyway, so I'll see comics that I haven't seen in a while. They're like, FC, I just want to make sure, what do I call you now? How do I what should I call you? And it's like, what do you mean? And like, how should I refer to you? What do you mean refer to me? Like, what if how do I talk about you if I'm talking to you? I'm talking about you to someone else. It's like, why are you talking about me? I don't. And they're like, what? But what are your FC? I just don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to be. What are the pronouns? And I tell them every time. It's simple. I go by doctor, and then I move on. I've had a bunch of people, oh, FC, you look so different. And then I could be like, oh, it's all this stuff working. And then I saw a comic dude the other day. It was FC, oh, you look so different. And I was like, yeah, the trans and everything, going through. They were like, no, you gained weight. I was like, all right, fuck you. I hate that. What a twist from the comic community. So different stuff happening. Didn't anticipate how often my girlfriend was going to call me a bitch. That is a different, that just opened the floodgates. If in any relationship, if you tell someone fuck you the first time, it's like that's open. It's a fuck you can. If it's nice, then you could be fuck you couple, and then you're happy about it. We opened the bitch can long time ago. Anyway, I've been going through a lot of different changes over the last couple years. My girlfriend as well has been going through. I've been going through physical. She's been going through a spiritual change. She's gotten spiritual in the pandemic. Not religious. Not that there's offense to that, because that do whatever you want. But she's gotten spiritual. So there's quartz rocks and stones all over the house. I'm like, oh, why is that rock on the floor? It's so big. And she's like, oh, that's positive energy, inspiration, enlightenment, and that geode. I'm like, wow, I think I just broke my toe on positive energy rock. I'm not sure how great I feel about that right now. But it's also, it's a spiritual thing, which is great. But it's not religious, which is, it's a different thing. Like, I came out to my girlfriend 3 years in the relationship, like in the middle of Sweet Home Alabama. I think I ruined the movie. I don't like Sweet Home Alabama that much. So it's just like, all right, if she breaks up with me halfway through, I don't have to watch the rest of this movie this one time. And then I can move on from life. Reese Witherspoon's still dope. Anyway, so if she woke up tomorrow and she was like, babe, I think I'm Catholic, be like, we're fucking done. I can't handle that level. I'm not sure about that big of a change. This is not for me. Which is interesting, because she's actually into we live in Hayward, California, which, if you don't know, is it's like living in Subway. You feel like you're settling. So we live in a haunted house, though. We live in a haunted house in Hayward. Yeah, there's spooks and bumps and sounds of footsteps running past you, a little kid laughing noise. Yeah, it's terrifying, which has been a big thing. So she got into like the burning sage and shit like that, and like walk in like, oh, what's on fire? And it was sage, and she's walking through, and it's like, wow, this is powerful, this is amazing. But after a certain point in my in the last couple of years, we noticed we weren't getting haunted by the ghost anymore. And was just like, oh shit, this spiritual change has actually caused like this whole ghost to morph and differ. This is amazing. And then a couple weeks ago, I got a call. I was outside of the house. My girlfriend calls me. She says, babe, we have a problem. I was like, what's the problem? She was like, I saw the ghost again. I was like, what? That sounds great. I missed the ghost. She's like, no, you know what that means, right? I was like, what? The sage didn't work? She's like, no, we are being haunted by a transphobic ghost. That ghost is not haunting us because you aren't around. I was like, oh shit, now I'm just waiting to see the ghost like fucking hovering above my bed every morning when I wake up. It's like, I want that back so they could move to the great beyond. So I want to talk about this thing. We've been trying to... We've been shopping. You guys shop, right? You appreciate shopping, right? Everybody's trying to shop back, right? You trickle around, the whole world gets peed on, everybody's happy. So we've been out and we've been shopping. You appreciate things that you didn't appreciate before. Like fucking, I was at a store the other day, and I had an older couple pass by me, and as they walked by me, one of them let out what I could only refer to as a very loose, wet fart. And I was like, wow, ew. Crop dusted, what an honor. This is amazing. And Liam Bryant, this is great. What a thing to cherish. Anyway, I want to talk about this because I'm going to go over by a minute at least. Anyway, so yeah, I do porn interviews. So me and my girlfriend, we were at a store. We get gift certificates. You guys, you gift certificates, people? Nobody? Woo! Nobody? Woo! Yeah. This is a financial thing. So my parents are the type, they give me gift certificates all year round. They just like oh, you need this for, oh, go here. What they're trying to say is, we know you're poor, we think you buy drugs, and they are right. So we've been, having gift certificates, you spend them and stuff like that. My girlfriend gave me a gift certificate after our 5th anniversary, which happened this year. And she gave me, we were at a store spending the gift certificate. We're at a store shopping for dildos. I don't know how to talk about this to you folks. We were at a store shopping for dildos. I don't want anybody to judge. It's for her to use on me. And so anyways, while we're at the store, I'm asking the lady, hey, if I'm going to buy this, I just want to make sure that this is like, I want to keep it clean. I'm like a clean freak about a bunch of stuff. So how do I keep it? She said, don't worry about it. All you got to do, make sure. I was like, oh, you use like antibacterial soap and you want to wash it down like that? She's like, no, you don't want to do that at all. That could actually rob your body of the good bacteria. You don't want to eat, that could kill the bacteria that you would have on it. There's actually things that are too clean to put into your ass. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. She's like, what you could do is you could clean, in order to sterilize it, you just drop it in a pot of boiling water for 3 minutes. You pull it right out. It's sterile. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, it's simple. You just like get a pot, fill it with water, put it on your kitchen stove, you drop your dildo in it, get it boiling. 3 minutes later, I was like, lady, I have roommates. What am I supposed to do when they show up in the middle of my illicit cook session? Like, I'd rather walk in on them cooking, like me cooking meth. Like that's not what I want to have. Like, oh, Raul shows up and it's like, oh, FC, what's going on? Oh, you cooking? And it's like, oh yeah, Raul, I'm making soup. Oh, soup, I love soup. May I have some of your soup? It's like, no, you do not want this soup. You do not like this soup. It is not keto friendly. And he's like, oh, it's okay. It's my cheat day. It's like, Raul, this is soup of me. Okay, you do not want this. Don't worry about that. All you got to do, if you're concerned about this, all you got to do, put it in the top rack of your dishwasher. Make sure it's not the bottom rack, because if you put that on the bottom rack, it might melt, and then you have a weird conversation with the plumber. They're used to it, but they don't want to have it anyway. And so you put it in the top rack of your dishwasher. Put dishes or don't, but just live your life the way you want to. And you put it in the top rack and open it up after you're done. It's fine. I was like, what did I tell you about my life that made you think that I could have a dedicated dishwasher for this type of insertable object? I am not going to put the inside my body dildos in the same dishwasher that we washed the inside my mouth dildos. That is not how I run my household. And it was fine. But I told this story last week in Santa Cruz doing a live show, which is for the next 2 weeks, just screaming in a parking lot and not talking about Jesus. So anyway, right after I told this story, I had 2 young women come up to me, and this is one of the things I appreciate so much about the female community, is they came up to me, they were like, you don't want to do any of that. That is a bad idea. That is not the way to clean your dildo. What you want to do is you want to get coconut oil and some salt, and then you want to rub that into a paste and start working that into the dildo in small circles. I was like, are we talking about dildos or cast iron pans? Either way, I am starving. Anyway, I'm going to stop, and thank you very much.
Guys, give it up for FC Sierra. Holy shit. Oh my God. That is just so fantastic. FC, I do want to ask you really quick if you're willing to answer the question. Hot or not, refrigerator magnets?
If you talk to my girlfriend, hot as shit, so hot, and I just I forget that there's that many people that we're fond of. It's like every time I look at my fridge, it's like, those are strangers. And it's like, oh, that's my niece. Okay, what a cherished treat. What a great birthday I was at.
Wonderful. And that's all I'm gonna make you talk about in terms
of question.
Huh?
That's what happens when you run the light. That's
hey,
great.
You know what? It's totally fine. Everybody give it up one last time for FC Sierra, everyone. Woo! Yay! Oh, we're at the end. We've made it. We did it. We made it to the end. Oh, I just want to thank every single person that's here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for performing. I appreciate the fuck out of it. Because I'm not going to lie, there have been so many times where I've put on this show, I'm like, who is this for? Who is this for? And honest to God, it's for all of you. It's for all of you. I've always really wanted to put on a show that like everybody could enjoy, because I watched a lot of bad internet comedy shows, and I was like, I want to do one that's not that, very badly. And hopefully I achieved that. We'll see. Only time will tell. So thank you so much for being here. If you've thought about tipping, that would be greatly appreciated. I know that times are tough in these unprecedented hours and months and such, but comedy is just slowly reviving, and so let's go and put a little money towards those people who can continue on, and continue to thrive, like Kaiser Permanente once said. And so, yeah, the Venmo is my name, just squished together with a little at the front. It's very easy. I trust all of you. But yeah, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. I love you so much. If there's going to be a live iteration of this, I will let you all know. I really hope so. But until then, I've been Adriana McCain. This has been Okay So Like. Thank you so much. Have a good